shit. Fuck. Every time I start my stream, the first thing I see is me. And the issue is that I realize I'm naked. I'm like, oh shit. And I quickly go and grab my clothes and put them on. So, anyways. So, what's up, guys? Night here. Got another video for you. If you're inquisitive, if you're a thinker, this channel is for you because I am the best of the best. I am the leader you want and need. There's a bunch of arrogant, egotistical, manipulative people in the world, and they hate the fact that I'm better than them. And so they want to try to make you hate me and whatnot. And that's kind of how the world works, by the way. I know because I lived it my whole life. Anyways, so I have a video for you, and in today's video, I didn't watch very much of the video I'm responding to, but the thing was that I seen enough. Basically, I watched. Well, I'll show you where I stopped it exactly before I started over. So, because I had such a short amount of time, I'll go and show you. But I have a script to read. Okay. So, I'm not sure. Oh, yeah. It's cut off. Yep, it's cut off. Okay, let's see. So, grab this here. Yeah, that works. Can I? So, what I'm gonna do is grab this. Shit. Ooh. Okay. I think that's good. That'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Okay. So as you can kind of see, I made it to about 57 seconds. Alright, this is a 25-minute video. I made it about a minute before I had to shut her up. No offense, but you'll see why. Let me start. Go ahead. Oh no. But what we shocked about? For the record, okay, we'll go back. But for the record, this is what happens. Is what her response to that is good for us, but because it was vapid of an ego, you didn't see it, and no one drew a conclusion to it. And this is what's going on in the world, and why Trump is the president right now, and why we still know about Obama in his tan suit, because they're telling you what to listen to. They're feeding you the arguments instead of you're seeing the arguments, right? It's manipulation. It's uh, influence, propaganda. World War II, I think it was. In World War II, there was jets with leaflets, and they would fly aircraft to like Japan or in Germany and drop papers that said America is coming, stay indoors, blah blah. The reason why is because what happened was they would influence you. Like finally, by the way, I was watching Destiny the other day, and he finally, I've been saying this for years. I've been saying it since before the first time Trump became president. Basically, what they're doing is they're not seeing, like the right is not seeing what the left is doing. What's going on is the right is seeing what the right is telling them that the left is doing. It's the middleman, right? That's what it comes down to. Stop trusting the middleman and stop letting fakers rule the world, right? Fake it till you make it. I've been saying it for a long time. Fake it till you make it, right? YOLO. This is the result, right? Some some things snuck through, some things got through, whatever, right? But the point is, this happened, and because she has no ego, and there was no one there to be like, "Hey, that happened." No one sees it, and that's what's going on. And on the right, they have people telling them what to look for, and they are like, I don't want them to see the fact that she was selfless. I'd rather them see her as selfish because it makes her easier to control. And so, anyways, yeah. So, anyways, continue. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Okay. So, uh, real quick, I got it up again, and there's been many things I can't call everything out. So far there's been a lot because again I am the most smartest man alive. I'm the most intelligent. I'm alpha as fuck. I can see through all the bullshit. Okay, this is why you want me as your leader, as your president, because I'm not gonna fall for this bullshit and be tricked like a lot of people are in the world. Um. Anyways, that number, it's 15,000. That's not very big. That's why she's doing what she's doing, because saying that is a lot more dramatic than saying they have 1,000 and the men have 15,000. You know, like just hearing 1 out of 15 is not the same as saying 1 to 23. Like relativistically, like they're basically the same. Because like in reality, if you've seen how many papers exist, like I'll just, I think that's the other whatever, but how much research is generally done for papers? I have, oops, fuck. 1 second, I gotta do this better. How many papers exist for most studies and research? On average, it said it's impossible to say. That's how many there are. It's impossible to state the average numbers. The point is, there's a lot. There is a lot of research. How much research papers generally exist for a research document? That's a topic. Paper. That's better. How many research papers generally exist for? It's impossible. It's not telling me a number. Basically, there is a paper for every doctor you know. They had to write a paper. So there's that many research documents out there, right? And that's at the bare minimum, right? That's the minimum. Like that's the smallest amount of research papers in the world, right? So the point is that number already 1 out of 23. Like you're talking pathetic. Like they're not really studying men either, and you're trying to draw a conclusion, and this is what's going on, right? They're making a what's called they're making a mountain out of a molehill. They're splitting hairs. They're divide and conquer, right? That's what's going on. They're trying to make you like, hey, what the fuck? Like, how come you're studying men and not women? The truth is, they're not studying men or women. Why aren't you studying men and women? Like, what the fuck? You know, but anyways. Again, leader, big picture. And what they want is small pictures, small minds, and, yeah, anyways. And that's why I stopped it, because of her phrasing of what I just told you, right? So this is all I did. So I forgive me if I pause and screw up. I wrote a paper, I wrote a comment, I wrote a thing. Basically, I what I do is what you see me do is I can't really type because my right hand's fucked up because it just don't work. So typing is not too good for me. And so I use a voice to text. Okay, so forgive any fuck ups, but it's what is the word? It's a dictated. Okay, that's what I do is I dictate as a text rather. So anyways, first off, don't take the pill if you ever want to have kids. Breaking a function, even if temporarily, your body still needs to fix it, even if it's temporary. Secondly, that's it. Okay, thank you for watching. I'm just kidding. So that's how I feel. First off, that's just straight up. There's no like yes, it's an anti-pregnancy pill, and it should be used as and it's not their fault that they are using it as such. They were instructed to use it that way. It's because they don't. That just shows you the culture. The reason why little girls are ending up doing and abusing it is because they see that as that's just how you don't get pregnant. They don't know the risk involved, right? They don't know that women use this in case something happens, in case, and they usually, oh, I don't want to get pregnant. I want to go fuck and have sex, and it's just they don't know. And that's the problem in the whole world about everything. It's what happens when there's no punishment. Basically, this is what happens when you let things go and there's no, like President Trump and what's going on in his whole office and his whole crew is because there's no one there to punish them. There's no one there to hold them responsible, right? And that's the evil of the world, and the whole like everything is based on both kids. It's a Karen with too much power. That's what it comes down to. It's Karen with too much power, right? So it happens when Karen becomes the president. Okay. Secondly, that's it. And women, science isn't done on them because women are not the focus. No offense. They don't run most things. For example, um, that need a leader or most things that are engaged like with society and responsibility and choices and decisions and making or breaking or deciding what of or deciding most of that, but all of that good stuff, most of all of that is done by men. Okay, so we tend to focus on the study of men because of that, not because of an active hostility or hatred of women, as most seem to imply. Like, for example, right? Of course, I am not saying that it doesn't exist. For some reason, people tend to listen to the petty, uh, the petty people on most things on. So sometimes things that don't matter suddenly matter, but I'm just saying, right? And so my point was, sometimes we get sidetracked. Sometimes we should be looking over here, but we're looking over there. Sometimes that happens. That's okay, right? It happens. We're only human. Monkey see, monkey do. We got a lot of shit to look at, right? And the problem is, like in most schools, what they like George Carlin. I think I might be his long lost son. But anyways, the point is, with George Carlin, he said, they make you smart enough to do the job, but dumb enough to think you're stuck where you are, basically. And that's kind of what it is. That's why most people have shitty jobs. They're like, why doesn't it work? Why does it? It's because they don't know there's a bigger picture. They all want to party, all want to fuck, and all want to just fuck around all day. This is why when I play League of Legends, like NA, it's a catastrophe, basically. No one knows how to pass the ball, right? No one knows how to pass the ball. And every rich man is basically living like Michael Jordan right now, but they can't fucking run if their life depended on it. But they're living like they did, and they can't. And that's the problem with the world, and that's the problem with the manipulation and the whole 9 yards. Anyways, I'm just saying. Now, I'm not saying women aren't important. I'm just saying women don't matter. LOL. I'm kidding, but most of you women don't know what a joke is this important, which is pretty much the idea of why we, as a society, don't generally have women leaders. I mean, besides Trump, lol. Besides Trump, of course. Again, this is all dictated. So we have this idea that women can't lead. Just in general, we believe this. Like men think this. There is a reason where they came from. Men forgot that. And because they forgot that, it was made evil. And now women see it as evil and they want to fix it. And the problem with that is it was wrong. You see what I'm saying? That's what's going on. We're undoing it. This is how white people are voting for to remove the rights. Basically, it's because they're being caught up in the ketchup. Basically, they're stuck in the mud. They can't think. They're stupid, right? Our forefathers were great men. They couldn't play basketball if their life depended on it, but they could fucking read a paper. They could handle shit. They could fucking handle shit. And women loved it. You should love that, but you only want the basketball guy because you've been tricked. This is why most little girls are fucking pregnant at 16 and why they've been on birth control for fucking 10 years and they're fucking only like 9 years old. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, the point and reason that point all of that out, point all, the point and reason that I point all over that out. What the hell? The point and reason that I point all of that out is it's good to have emotion, but it's bad to be led by emotion. That's something I've said for a long time, which is what most of the people in power tend to do and be like these days. Basically, they'll tell you not to do something because of this feeling, right? And then the whole Catholic, and then the whole Christianity, and blah blah blah. It's just the feelings, the feel police, feel don't do this because I feels wrong, or I feel like I don't want, or I think, or because it's wrong to justify things off of a feeling. If you have reason, that's one thing. But if your reason is a feeling, that's another. Okay? It's bad to be led by. It's good to have emotion. It's bad to be led by them. That's why back in the day they didn't have women leaders because they were led by emotion. They couldn't control it. But some women like Hillary could exist, but she didn't win. You know why? It's the same reason why Bernie Sanders didn't win. It's the same reason why I get no traffic because of the Hollywood effect. Because the right took that and they basically are using that to control the world, right? It's propaganda. It's lies, it's illusion, it's trickery. It's not so much that they're like it is actually exactly that. It's instead of up you see down, instead of left you see right. Instead of what the left is doing, you see what the right tells you that the left isn't doing. That's the problem. And again, that's what they've seen with the most women. They can be controlled via this emotion. That's what it is. Most men, like nowadays, men are becoming women, and that's probably what this. That's probably why this world is being fucked up, because most men are starting to forget how to be a man. Most men are starting to become women. Most men are becoming bitches. I hate to say it, they're taking seeds out of food. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really the food. The food. It's really what it comes down to is the food. It's just that men aren't men anymore. That's the problem. And now most people are emotional, right? But Hillary Clinton is a good example of how we still can, right? But it's still out there. We can still do it. We got this, dudes and chicks. I mean dudes openly. But yeah, anyways. So really, what we're seeing is a world. What we're seeing is what a world would look like in the hands of a woman leader, or to be more precise, a leader that has characteristics of a woman, because Hillary Clinton is a woman, but I wouldn't classify her as a woman in the emotional sense, if you know what I mean, right? Like she doesn't have that emotional. That's what they love about little kids. That's why they're pedophiles and shit. It's because when they're young, they're women basically. They're girls and they love it, right? Men love girls, right? As they get older, they can't be girls anymore. So the guys keep going lower and lower and lower. And that's why young girls are all on sex pills and shit because of this fucking bullshit. And there's, like, I'm basically a virgin, right? I could have been with so many girls, but because I don't want to use them, because I don't want to break them and ruin their lives, I never did anything because I was like, I can't be with you, so I'm not going to use you, and that's just how I felt. And I regret it sometimes. The thing I regret the most is not fucking sleeping with you, and I could have. You know what I'm saying? I could have fucking used you, and I could be with one of them right now, right? But who knows where I would have been? Who knows? Who knows what it could have been? Who knows? I'm I'm kind of glad sometimes because they were fucking dumb as rocks. A lot of them. Anyways, that's why I didn't give them because they were fucking dumb as rocks. But anyways, and really, that's not a bad thing because when I raise kids, I want my partner to be a woman. I want her to be emotional. I want her to have those characteristics that are not good to lead, but I want her to raise my kids. Like, it's good for, like, rearing, I think is the word, for, like, bringing up kids, but it's not good to lead. When you lead, you need to take a stand. When you're raising kids, you need compassion, caring. They're gonna make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? You need both, right? And it's okay if the woman is the leader and the man is the bitch. It's fine. It's fine. And I say bitch in place of, you know what I'm saying? Shut up. Something stupid. But there's some people in the world. Again, they were given that authority and they use it and abuse it. Oh, I'm going to shut you up because the cancel culture can. That's all it is. It's all it is. It's all it breaks down to. It's just you gave me power and I abuse it. That's why I hate Destiny's stream for the most part. It's because most of them are fucking petty baby dick fucking losers that were given a fucking, like, they're basically like the Power Rangers, or like fucking, what the hell are they called? The Planeteers. Basically, they are given a ring or given some form of power, but unfortunately, like, this is what happens if you give a ring to somebody like Bernie Sanders, right? He's gonna do the right thing. But imagine if Trump had a ring. Imagine if he was a Power Ranger, a Planeteer. Holy fuck! Like, fucking, oh my god, dude. But that's what's going on. That's what's happening. So yes, I don't want my partner to be a man. So yes, you can be a man if you want. Yes, you can have what a man has, but understand I ain't gay. And because you want to cross the line, we as a species are suffering. Right? Hold on. Don't get me wrong. I believe that men have ruined it and tainted it, and that is what happens, basically. When you let dogs rule, when you let greed rule, that's where authoritarianistic and egotistical people who have no empathy come from. And I was talking to somebody the other day in Destiny's chat, now speaking of, and he wanted to say I was egotistical for saying what I was saying when he was actually the egotistical person. The thing was, I was empathetic. I could see that the rest of the world was a certain way. The problem was that he could not. And I was explaining to him, yes, kids are good, yes, blah, 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 but you gotta be careful because not all people are ready for kids. And it's, what's it called? You're cruel to bring in kids when you ain't ready. And so we're having this back and forth. He's like, well, I love my kids. I'm like, I know, of course you do. It's because you have kids. But if you could, you would take it back. If you could, you would gladly shove that kid back up the fucking womb for later. You would, if you could. If there's someone said, I will snap my fingers and for right now and you won't have kids for another 5 years, you would take that in a fucking heartbeat. So don't tell me shit, you fucking dumbass. And again, that's the dumbass that I'm talking about. That he's led by his emotion, how he feels. Oh, I love my kids. Fuck you, man. I'm gonna change the world around because I love my kids. But in reality, he would, if he could, take it back. You know what I'm saying? And he's the reason why the world sucks. But because again, empathy. That's the word, empathy. We're talking, and he had no empathy. I had all the empathy. He called me egotistical and arrogant because I have empathy. Because I'm able to see how the rest of the world is, and I'm able to put it in a formula, or create a graph. I'm egotistical for that. That's how the world sees me, right? It's their stupidity and their observational skills and the fact that they lack, so they put me down here when in reality I belong up here. But anyways, that's what happens when you have no emotion. Again, it's good to have emotion. It's not good to be ruled by emotion. And it's especially not good to have it at all. That's what Hitler was. That's what his whole army was, right? That's the opposite. That's what happens when you have no emotion at all, right? You just kill fucking whatever. But the problem when you are guided by it, then you start making decisions that don't make sense. Like, anyways, this is why I'm the smartest man in the world. It's not because I'm egotistical and arrogant. It's because I'm observational, because I'm empathetic, because I see how the world works, and because I made my I like I play Yorick. When I play League of Legends, I play Yorick because he is the closest thing to a warlock that we have in League of Legends. World of Warcraft, I played a warlock, right? And what they would do is I'd summon a pet, and my pet would fight for me. It's empathy. It's basically I'm using empathy. It's my slave, right? And it's gonna do whatever I say. But the thing is, I'm not gonna fucking like suck my dick, bitch. I'm not fucking those. I'm not Trump. I'm not your ex. I'm not those bad guys. I'm the kind of guy you wish you had. I'm the kind of guy you want, that you need, that you wish got you pregnant, that you wish that you knew, that you wish. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm exactly what you want and need. What people should, and this is what I'm saying. I'm the alpha. I'm the king. I am the one that people should be looking at to learn. And I've been that since I was a kid. But again, because the world fucking sucks. I'm not saying I'm special. I'm just saying I speak. That's the difference. I have the balls. You know what I'm saying? You can come at me, and I'm gonna stand there like, what the fuck do you want? You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna back and run away. Like, that's the difference. I will fucking take a bullet. Unlike David Pac-Man, who's fucking packing up and ready to leave the nation if he needs to. He made a video about it. I wouldn't do that, right? I know that, what's it called? Sometimes you need to take a bullet for your kids. That's what your men was. Back in the day, World War II, men, that was, there was a lot of men like me, and they all died in that war, right? Because of some bullshit or another. I was too young. But You understand? Like, if I was older, I would have been dead right now. That's just, anyways, that's fucked up. But anyways, so you're a dumb bitch, and you're talking about some stupid shit, and you're fucking whatever. And this is propaganda bias bullshit. This is misdirection, and they're just trying to divide and conquer. That's all it is. That's all it is. So, but yeah. Anyways, I am the world's smartest man. I am Alpha. I am the king. I all the time go to Destiny's Discord, and you can find me. I have a number that's like, I think, I'm 44 wins and like 0 losses with debates that I've had in his channel with people, and I literally have 144 convos, and I just explain it to you like I'm doing now, and I have empathy. It's not ego, it's empathy, right? You guys are putting a penis where a vagina is. Like, that's how petty you are. That's how pathetic and small you are. It's a woman, and you're saying that that woman with that's just pure emotion is ego. What the fuck is, you haven't even met my ego, you fucking idiot, you fucking dumb dog. Anyways, I'm out here. Be well, be happy, be safe. I'm out. God bless, God speak. Peace. Yeah, that's why Destiny does that. That whatever makes sense. It's because he does it now because he did it once probably, and he just kind of is stuck. But it makes sense because I was there. It makes sense. So that's why I'm in Discord right now. I'm in Destiny's chat right now, and I'm in the channel that is stream disagreements basically, because I'm trying to get yanked in to Destiny's stream and talk to Destiny because I think I am better than he is. I think I can be his manager, and I can show him the world and put him on and correct his thinking. But yeah, anyways, and I'm out here. I've been talking for too long, so let's see how long I've been talking. Oh shit, I closed the wrong thing. What the fuck? I've been talking for 32 minutes. Yeah. Anyways, be happy, be safe. Again, all because I played a minute and one about some bitch. Right? Again, I don't know you. You're just some fucking hoe. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. Oh, because women have it wrong and because bad. Shut the fuck up, stupid Karen ass fucking. Anyways, peace, much love. I have orange juice with her. I'm just saying, like, you people need to understand and learn, right? It's they're trying to divide us. That's all it is, right? And I create no division, right? We need to pass the ball. We need to build an empire to counteract the rich, right? And if you keep being divided and you keep falling, you'll never rise up. So, anyways, I'm out. Peace. Literally, by the way, you will never rise up. We need each other. Okay? Peace. If you made it this far, you know what to do. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think I did anything. But anyways, peace.